Welcome to the grand finale of our series on metadata and data management. This is part 6, and it's the final piece of the puzzle in this incredible journey we've taken together. If you've been with me since the beginning, thank you for sticking around. And hey, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because there's plenty more data and analytics magic coming your way. Now, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're walking into the biggest library you've ever seen. This isn't just any library, though. It's got every book, every piece of information you could ever need to solve problems, create something new, or just make smarter decisions. But here's the twist. The library has no labels, no shelves, no librarians. Every book is just stacked in random piles across the floor. Sure, all the information you need is technically there, but good luck finding it. This is what it's like when organizations don't have a proper system for managing and accessing their data. It's all there somewhere, but it's chaotic. And that's where the concept of a data marketplace comes in. It's like transforming that disorganized library into a sleek modern bookstore where everything is categorized, labeled, and accessible with just a few clicks. Suddenly, finding exactly what you need becomes effortless, and the possibilities for what you can achieve with that information multiply. What's so exciting about a data marketplace is that it does more than just organize your data. It fundamentally changes how you interact with it. Think about it. No more wasting hours trying to track down the right data set. Instead, everything is centralized in one place, easy to find, and even easier to use. Imagine being able to pull the exact data you need, knowing it's trustworthy and up to date, and then seamlessly putting it to work, whether you're running analyses, building models, or making critical business decisions. And speaking of trust, let's talk about how powerful that is. In this marketplace, you're not just getting raw data, you're getting data you can rely on. It's certified, governed, and quality checked. There's no more second guessing, no more wondering if you've pulled the right numbers or whether someone else is using a completely different version of the truth. Everyone in the organization is working from the same playbook, and that changes everything. Collaboration becomes easier, decisions happen faster, and the outcomes are better. The beauty of a data marketplace is that it's designed for everyone, whether you're a data scientist digging into predictive modeling, a business analyst trying to pull numbers for a report, or even a non-technical user just looking for a quick insight. The experience is simple and seamless. It's like the difference between trying to program an old VCR and streaming your favorite show on Netflix. It just works. But perhaps the most powerful thing about a data marketplace is what it enables at the organizational level. With built-in governance and oversight, it helps companies stay compliant, maintain data quality, and ensure that access is controlled and responsible. This isn't just about making data easy to use. It's about making sure it's used in the right way, by the right people, for the right reasons. And here's the real takeaway. When you have a system like this in place, it's not just about saving time or cutting costs, it's about unlocking potential. Suddenly, teams can focus their energy on solving problems, driving innovation, and making smarter decisions instead of wasting time searching for the information they need. It's like giving everyone in the organization a superpower, the ability to find, trust, and use data in ways that were never possible before. So if you've ever felt frustrated by the chaos of data in your organization, just imagine what it would feel like to have everything in one place at your fingertips, ready to go. That's the promise of a data marketplace, and it's just the beginning of what's possible. All right, let's dive back in. Have you ever thought about what it really takes to make a data marketplace work? I mean, we've already talked about why it's important and how transformative it can be, but what's under the hood? What are the key components that bring it to life? Let me take you back to an analogy. Think of building a high-tech smart city. You've got the gleaming skyscrapers, the bustling streets, and the cutting-edge tech that keeps everything running smoothly. But none of that works without a strong foundation, clear plans, and seamless collaboration between systems. That's exactly what the components of a data marketplace do. They act as the foundation, the blueprints, and the connectors that make everything possible. First, there's metadata management. This is like the city's control center where you monitor everything happening. It integrates all the business and technical data, making sure you have a complete understanding of what's going on, what data you have, where it lives, and how it's structured. Without this, it's chaos. Then we've got stewardship workflows, the city planners, if you will. They ensure every project, every data point is approved, maintained, and used the right way. They keep the whole system accountable and efficient, so nothing goes rogue. You wouldn't want a skyscraper built without permits, right? It's the same with your data assets. Now, let's talk about the business glossary. It's like a shared map for all the residents. Everyone needs to know the names of streets, the districts they're in, and how to navigate. The glossary ensures that everyone in the organization speaks the same language when it comes to data, avoiding miscommunication and confusion. And then there's the data dictionary. This is where the real details live, the technical specs for every street, building, and pipeline in our metaphorical city. It describes how the data is structured, its attributes, and its relationships, making it easy for anyone to use. Lastly, we've got data lineage. This is your city's history and navigation system combined. It shows where each piece of data came from, how it's evolved, and where it's headed. Think of it as tracking the flow of resources in your city: water, power, or even traffic patterns. Without lineage, you can't troubleshoot, plan, or improve effectively. These 5 components don't just coexist, they work together seamlessly, like the systems of a well-oiled city. And when they do, your data marketplace becomes not just a tool, but a thriving ecosystem where everything clicks into place. All right, let's dive deeper into a critical piece of the data marketplace puzzle, the role of the Chief Data and Analytics Officer, or the CDAO. Now think of the CDAO like the director of a blockbuster movie, someone who orchestrates every moving part to ensure a seamless and impactful final product. You're watching your favorite movie, and every element, the visuals, the sound, the acting, the editing, it all fits together perfectly. But behind the scenes, there's someone making sure that the actors hit their marks, the sound syncs up, and the story stays compelling. That's the CDAO for your data marketplace. They're behind the scenes, pulling all the strings to integrate features, systems, and processes. Now, why is this so important? Imagine a massive library where books are scattered all over the place. Without clear organization, you'd spend hours just looking for one book. The CDAO ensures that this doesn't happen in your data marketplace. By focusing on user experience, they create a platform where quality trumps quantity. So instead of feeling overwhelmed by a sea of irrelevant data, users get exactly what they need, quickly and effortlessly. But that's not all. The CDAO is also the champion of empowerment. Think about it. How frustrating is it when you know the information exists, but you just can't find it? They tackle this head-on by ensuring all stakeholders, from analysts to executives, have access to the right tools and data. It's like giving every library user their own personalized map to find the books they need. And then there's the measurement piece. You know how sports teams have detailed stats on every player to track performance? The CDAO is doing the same for your data marketplace. They're monitoring outcomes, measuring ROI, and tracking metrics like how many unique assets have been onboarded or certified. It's all about proving the value of the marketplace and ensuring it's driving impactful business decisions. In essence, the CDAO's office is the glue that holds the entire ecosystem together. Without their leadership, the marketplace would struggle to function, let alone thrive. So next time you hear someone talk about the data marketplace, remember the unsung hero behind it all, the CDAO, ensuring everything runs like a well-oiled machine. When we talk about stakeholders in a data marketplace, I want you to picture a bustling marketplace in the heart of a city. Each stall represents a business unit, a department, or even an individual contributor, all searching for the best goods to serve their specific needs. But imagine, instead of fresh produce or artisan crafts, this marketplace is filled with data, valuable, actionable, and ready for use. Now, the role of stakeholder engagement in this marketplace is a lot like the marketplace organizer, ensuring every stallholder has what they need to thrive. It's about empowering stakeholders, simplifying the maze of locating trustworthy information, and making their shopping experience effortless. Think about how frustrating it would be to navigate through a chaotic market without clear signage or pathways. By streamlining access to data, stakeholders don't have to waste time hunting. They know exactly where to go and what to find. This empowerment isn't just about access. It's about designing an intuitive and seamless experience. Whether you're an analyst looking for historical trends or a manager needing real-time KPIs, the marketplace ensures you can navigate with confidence and find your answers quickly. It's like having a personalized shopping list that guides you straight to what you need. But here's the real game changer. We can measure this engagement. Picture the organizer of our data marketplace tracking foot traffic and figuring out which stalls are most popular, regularly monitoring unique users, understanding who's accessing which assets, and identifying trends can help improve the marketplace's design. And it's not just about foot traffic, it's about quality. How many certified data products have been onboarded? Are the products users need most being prioritized and enhanced? These metrics aren't just numbers, they're the heartbeat of a marketplace that's alive and evolving, ensuring it stays relevant and impactful for every stakeholder involved. So, as you think about your role in the marketplace, ask yourself, are you just browsing, or are you actively engaging and contributing to its growth? Every click, every query, every interaction feeds back into a system designed to work better for you. And with that thought, let's transition into the next chapter of this journey, where we dig deeper into creating a marketplace that truly caters to every stakeholder's needs. Stick around and let's keep building this narrative together. Let's shift gears for a moment and really explore how to measure success in a data marketplace. Think of it this way. Every system or platform we use has a pulse, metrics that tell us how healthy or effective it is. A data marketplace is no different. Its heartbeat lies in three core areas: user engagement, product onboarding, and ROI. First up, user engagement metrics. Imagine you're running a cafe, and every day you count how many people walk in, what they order, and how long they stay. The same principle applies here. Tracking unique users, whether they're data engineers, analysts, or executives, tells us who's walking through the marketplace doors and how they're interacting. Is like creating a persona map to see where the action is and, more importantly, where it isn't. Then there's product onboarding. Let's go back to the cafe analogy. If people walk in and see stale pastries on display, they're not coming back. But if you're constantly updating the menu with fresh and exciting items, you'll keep them interested. In a data marketplace, the onboarding of new data products is exactly like that. It reflects growth, trustworthiness, and variety. A strong marketplace isn't just about the data it has today, it's about how it evolves to meet tomorrow's needs. Finally, return on investment. This one is big. Think about this. What's the real cost of inefficiency? If your team is spending hours just searching for the right data, that's time and money down the drain. By measuring how much time we save and how much faster we get to insights, we can calculate the true ROI of the marketplace. It's not just a number, it's a story of transformation. A good marketplace doesn't just make processes easier, it accelerates decision-making and saves resources across the board. Oh, these aren't just metrics. They're insights into the marketplace's performance. They tell us where to tweak, where to grow, and how to create an ecosystem where data thrives. And that, my friends, is the essence of measuring outcomes in this digital age. Stay tuned as we dive even deeper into what makes data-driven strategies so impactful. Let's shift gears for a moment and really explore how to measure success in a data marketplace. Think of it this way: every system or platform we use has a pulse, metrics that tell us how healthy or effective it is. A data marketplace is no different. Its heartbeat lies in three core areas: user engagement, product onboarding, and ROI. First up, user engagement metrics. Imagine you're running a cafe, and every day you count how many people walk in, what they order, and how long they stay. The same principle applies here. Tracking unique users, whether they're data engineers, analysts, or executives, tells us who's walking through the marketplace doors and how they're interacting. It's like creating a persona map to see where the action is and, more importantly, where it isn't. Then there's product onboarding. Let's go back to the cafe analogy. If people walk in and see stale pastries on display, they're not coming back. But if you're constantly updating the menu with fresh and exciting items, you'll keep them interested. In a data marketplace, the onboarding of new data products is exactly like that. It reflects growth, trustworthiness, and variety. A strong marketplace isn't just about the data it has today. It's about how it evolves to meet tomorrow's needs. Finally, return on investment. This one is big. Think about this. What's the real cost of inefficiency? If your team is spending hours just searching for the right data, that's time and money down the drain. By measuring how much time we save and how much faster we get to insights, we can calculate the true ROI of the marketplace. It's not just a number, it's a story of transformation. A good marketplace doesn't just make processes easier, it accelerates decision-making and saves resources across the board. So these aren't just metrics, they're insights into the marketplace's performance. They tell us where to tweak, where to grow, and how to create an ecosystem where data thrives. And that, my friends, is the essence of measuring outcomes in this digital age. Stay tuned as we dive even deeper into what makes data-driven strategies so impactful. Success in metadata management doesn't just happen. It's a combination of leadership, strategy, and innovation. Let me share a little analogy. Imagine you're trying to build a high-performing sports team. It's not just about picking the best players. You need strong leadership to guide them, a clear game plan to execute, and the right tools to give them a competitive edge. Metadata management is no different. First up, leadership and governance. Think of this as your team captain or coach. The Chief Data and Analytics Officer, or CDAO, plays a pivotal role here. They're the ones setting the vision, making sure every player knows their role, and emphasizing the importance of metadata across the organization. Without this leadership, the team risks confusion, inefficiency, and falling short of its potential. Next, we've got the game plan, focused implementation. Instead of trying to tackle everything at once, you start with one key area. Maybe it's a specific data domain or system. This targeted approach lets you build success step by step, creating a ripple effect that can expand across the organization. It's like practicing a specific play until it's perfect, then introducing it into the game. And finally, the game-changing tools, integration of a data marketplace. This is like providing your team with state-of-the-art equipment. A robust data marketplace makes accessing, understanding, and utilizing data seamless. It's not just about having data, it's about having data that's easy to find, trustworthy, and ready to be used for quick, informed decisions. So what makes a winning team? Leadership, strategy, and tools. What makes successful metadata management? The exact same things. And just like in sports, when all these elements come together, you're not just playing the game, you're setting yourself up to win. Implementation strategies for metadata management. This might sound a bit dry, but let me tell you, it's all about creating a framework for success, like planning a road trip. You don't just hop into the car and start driving without a destination or a map, right? This process is no different. First, we define the scope. This is like deciding where you're going. Are you heading to a single data domain, like a specific department or system, or something bigger? Setting that destination ensures you're not overwhelmed and that the journey is manageable. Next, we engage stakeholders. Picture this as getting everyone on board for the trip, your friends, family, or whoever's coming along. It's about ensuring everyone knows the plan, understands their role, and is excited to be part of the journey. Without this alignment, you might find some people arguing about the route midway, or worse, not showing up at all. Then it's time to establish standards. Think of this as setting your ground rules for the trip: who's driving, what's the budget, and what's the playlist. For metadata, this means creating guidelines that ensure consistency and reliability. It's about everyone knowing the same rules so that things run smoothly. After that, we implement a data marketplace. Now, this is like building the perfect toolkit for your trip: GPS, snacks, and even roadside assistance. A data marketplace makes everything accessible, intuitive, and user-friendly for those relying on your metadata framework. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we measure progress and adapt. This is your trip review. Are you on the right track? Is everyone enjoying the ride? Or are you stuck in traffic and need to reroute? In the world of metadata, this means tracking engagement, adjusting strategies, and continuously improving. So, in summary, plan your route, get everyone on board, set the rules, pack the right tools, and check the map along the way. That's how you make metadata management not just effective, but a journey worth taking. All right, so let's dive into something foundational: data governance. Now, when we talk about governance in the context of data, think of it like laying down a set of rules and systems to keep everything running smoothly. It's not just about organization, it's about ensuring quality, accessibility, and trustworthiness in every piece of information. At its core, data governance enhances data quality. Imagine if every file, data set, or report you accessed was not just accurate, but complete and consistent. That's what strong metadata management brings to the table. It eliminates guesswork and ensures that when you make decisions based on data, you can do so with confidence. Accessibility is another huge win here. Metadata governance organizes and maintains data so that users, whether they're analysts, engineers, or stakeholders, can quickly find what they need. No more digging through layers of files or jumping through hoops. Everything becomes more streamlined and straightforward. Then there's reusability. With metadata, you're not just managing data, you're unlocking its potential for future applications. Think about it. How often do teams across an organization end up duplicating work because they don't know something already exists? Good governance fixes that by showing you exactly what's available and how it can be applied. Governance also tackles some big questions. Where does the data live? Who's responsible for it? Are we meeting compliance and regulatory standards? Addressing these ensures not only accountability, but also security. These questions guide effective governance strategies, making sure sensitive data is protected and managed responsibly. And leadership, this is a key part of governance success. The Chief Data and Analytics Officer, or CDAO, plays a pivotal role here. They drive the vision, aligning metadata initiatives with broader organizational goals. But it's not just one person, it's a team effort. Business data stewards and technical leaders come together to ensure the standards and systems put in place truly support the governance framework. In short, data governance isn't just a box to check. It's the foundation for making your data work smarter and harder for your organization. With strong leadership, well-organized metadata, and a focus on quality, you're not just managing data, you're turning it into a strategic asset. All right, so let's talk about what you're really taking away from everything we've covered so far. Your aha moments in metadata management. First, let's nail down what metadata is. At its core, metadata is just information about data. It's the stuff that gives context and meaning to the data we use every day. And the cool thing? There are three types: business, technical, and operational metadata. Each plays its own unique role in shaping how we govern data. Think of business metadata as your translator, making data speak the language of business needs. Technical metadata, that's like the blueprint of the system behind the scenes. And operational metadata, it's your GPS tracking how data moves and evolves. Now, about data quality and accessibility, this is where metadata management truly shines. Have you ever spent hours trying to find one reliable source of truth in your data? Effective metadata management is like a quality assurance team for your data. It ensures every piece is accurate, consistent, and ready to use. And when it comes to accessibility, we're talking about tools and methods that let you find what you need fast, whether it's through intuitive searches or smart filters. Finally, there's governance. Good metadata isn't just a convenience, it's a cornerstone for governance. Think about it. Where is your data? Who owns it? Is it classified properly? Metadata helps answer these questions, keeping your organization compliant and your data secure. And it's not just about ticking off boxes, it's about creating an infrastructure that supports smarter decisions across the board. So as we step forward, remember this: metadata isn't just a technical tool. It's a strategic enabler helping you unlock the full potential of your data. Whether you're building trust in your data, streamlining access, or setting up a governance framework, metadata is your ally. All right, team, let's tackle this final piece of the metadata puzzle: challenges and costs. Metadata management is incredibly powerful, but let's be real, it comes with its own set of hurdles. First up, the complexity of data integration. It's like trying to piece together a jigsaw puzzle when the pieces come from different boxes, fragmented systems, misaligned data, and operational slowdowns. Without a unified strategy, decision-making becomes a guessing game, and we all know that's a luxury no organization can afford. Then there's resource allocation. Effective metadata management isn't just about tools, it's about the people and processes behind them. For larger organizations, this means investing in teams, training, and the right tech. It's not cheap, but the payoff? Streamlined operations, trusted data, and better decisions. It's an investment, not a cost. Now, here's the exciting part. This wraps up our deep dive into metadata management. But don't think we're stopping here. This series has been all about building the foundation, and next we're leveling up. Our upcoming series, it's all about data lineage. That's right. We'll unpack how to trace data's journey from origin to consumption, ensuring full transparency and control. So make sure you're subscribed, drop a like if you're as hyped as I am for the next chapter, and share this series with your fellow data enthusiasts. As always, leave your thoughts or questions in the comments. I love hearing from you. Thank you for being part of this incredible metadata journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and let's keep building smarter data practices together. See you in the next series.